Yo, what's up everyone? It's Crypto Insider and we're talking about crypto mining in 2025. Is it still a thing? Is it still profitable? And can you mine with just your phone? You know I gotta break it down for you. We're diving deep into the best ways to mine crypto in 2025, from GPU and ASIC mining to cloud mining and even some mobile-friendly options you can start using right now. Let's dive in. Alright, so before we get into the tech and the different methods, let's talk about what crypto mining actually is. At its core, mining is all about verifying transactions on a blockchain. Think of it like this. You're part of a decentralized network, a global community, all working together to update a giant digital ledger. Every time someone makes a transaction, buys some Bitcoin, sends some Ethereum miners like you and me are the ones making sure those transactions are legit. And here's the cool part. For lending your computer's processing power to the network, you get rewarded in cryptocurrency. It's like your computer is doing the work and you're getting paid for it. Now, the type of crypto you earn? That depends on what you're mining. Bitcoin, Ethereum, even some smaller altcoins. It's a whole world out there. So whether you're just looking for a simple way to dip your toes into the mining world, or you're ready to build a mining rig that could power a small city, we've got you covered. Alright, let's talk about GPU mining. This is probably the most common way people get started, especially if you're already a gamer. Basically, you're using your computer's graphics card, the GPU, to solve complex mathematical problems, and in return, you get rewarded with cryptocurrency. Think of it like your GPU is flexing its muscles, showing off its processing power to the blockchain. Now the good news is, if you've got a gaming PC with a decent graphics card, something like an RTX 3060 or better, you can actually start mining right now. There are tons of different mining software options out there. NiceHash and Cryptex are super popular, really user-friendly. They make it super easy to connect your GPU to a mining pool. We'll talk more about those later and start earning some crypto. The best part is, with these platforms, you can actually get paid directly in Bitcoin, even if you're technically mining other coins. One thing to keep in mind with GPU mining, it can be a bit of a balancing act. You'll want to make sure you've got good cooling in your PC, maybe invest in some extra fans, and keep an eye on your temperatures. Okay, so you want to take your mining game to the next level? We're talking serious hash rates, serious potential profits. That's where ASIC mining comes in. ASIC stands for Application-Specific Integrated Circuit. Basically, it's a specialized piece of hardware designed specifically for mining cryptocurrency. Think of it like this. If a CPU is a Swiss Army knife, an ASIC is a high-powered laser cutter. It's built for one specific purpose, and it does it incredibly efficiently. We're talking about models like the Antminer S19 XP. This thing is an absolute beast when it comes to mining Bitcoin. We're talking potentially generating hundreds, even thousands of dollars per month in profit. But, and this is a big but, ASIC mining is not for the faint of heart. First off, these things are loud. They've got these powerful fans to keep them cool, and it sounds like a jet engine taking off in your living room. Second, they generate a ton of heat. And finally, they use a lot of power, potentially adding hundreds of dollars to your electricity bill every month. Chapter 4, Cloud Mining. Now, let's say you don't want to deal with the noise, the heat, the electricity bills, all that stuff. You just want a simple, hassle-free way to get involved in mining. That's where cloud mining comes in. Basically, with cloud mining, you're renting out hashing power from a company that owns and operates huge mining farms. Think of it like renting a virtual mining rig. You don't have to worry about any of the hardware, the setup, the maintenance. You just pay a fee, and you're good to go. There are a ton of different cloud mining platforms out there. EcoS, Genesis Mining, NiceHash Cloud, just to name a few. They offer different mining contracts, different pricing structures, so it's definitely worth doing your research and finding one that fits your needs and budget. However, and this is a big however, there are also a lot of scams in the cloud mining world. A lot of these platforms promise the world crazy returns, guaranteed profits, but they often disappear overnight, taking your money with them. So before you invest a single dollar in cloud mining, do your research. Alright, let's say you're just curious about mining. You want to dip your toes in the water without investing any money, or dealing with any complicated setups. Well, believe it or not, you can actually mine cryptocurrency using your smartphone or even your web browser. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the earnings are not gonna make you rich. We're talking about fractions of a penny per day, maybe a few dollars per month if you're lucky. But hey, it's a fun way to get started, learn the basics of mining, and maybe earn a little bit of crypto along the way. There are a few different ways to mine on your phone or browser. There are apps like Pi Network and B Network. These apps use a concept called proof of trust, which basically means you earn more crypto the more people you invite to the network. They're designed to be super lightweight, don't drain your battery, you just tap a button once a day to start mining. Then you've got browser-based mining, where you basically run a script in your web browser that uses your computer's CPU to mine cryptocurrency. Again, the earnings are not going to blow you away, but it's a low-effort way to get started. And then you've got mining games like Rollercoin, which simulate the process of mining cryptocurrency. Now let's talk about mining pools versus solo mining. When you're mining solo, you're basically on your own. You're competing against the entire network to solve blocks and earn rewards. Now, unless you have a massive mining farm with hundreds of ASICs running 24/7, the chances of you actually solving a block on your own are pretty slim. Think of it like winning the lottery. It's possible, but highly unlikely. That's where mining pools come in. A mining pool is basically a group of miners who combine their computing power and work together to solve blocks. When the pool successfully mines a block, the rewards are shared among the members based on their contribution to the pool's overall hash rate. So for beginners, I almost always recommend joining a mining pool. It's much easier to get started, you don't need as much hashing power, and you're more likely to earn consistent rewards. Some popular options include 2Miners, F2 Pool, and Hybion. So, you're ready to start mining but you're not sure where to begin? Don't worry, it's actually a lot easier than you might think. First things first, you need to choose a cryptocurrency to mine. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the most popular options, but there are literally thousands of other cryptocurrencies out there. Do your research, find one that interests you, and make sure your hardware is compatible. Next, you need to choose a mining method. We talked about a bunch of different options: GPU mining, ASIC mining, cloud mining, mobile mining. Choose the one that best suits your budget, technical expertise, and risk tolerance. Once you've chosen your cryptocurrency and mining method, you need to set up your mining software. There are tons of different software options out there. Some are free, some are paid, each with its own pros and cons. Do your research, find one that's compatible with your hardware and operating system, and follow the instructions to install and configure it. Now, if you're joining a mining pool, which I highly recommend for beginners, you'll need to create an account with the pool of your choice. Once you've created your account, you'll need to configure your mining software to connect to the pool's server. And that's it. Once your mining software is up and running, it'll start hashing away, trying to solve blocks and earn rewards. So there you have it, everything you need to know about crypto mining in 2025. And as you can see, it's not dead, it's evolving. Whether you're a seasoned pro with a massive mining farm or just a curious newbie with a smartphone, there's a way for you to get involved in this exciting world. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto content, and drop a comment down below letting me know what you're mining or what you're most excited to learn more about.